Get strong.
I weren't a skater. I originally went down there with a skateboard to start.
Right.
But I've always been a bit more mechanical and all like that. So
Yeah.
I was into motocross bikes and all like that. And then I didn't realise BMXing was a thing.
Yes.
So I'll see the skateboards.
Yeah.
And then... I was on the skateboard and I see the bikes and I thought, oh my God, they're going faster and higher.
Yeah.
So I got a bike and I went down there after that, but I always sort of spoke to Dion and probably Dean. That's how I recognise him. But I always sort of thought I recognised him because he owns Wizan.
Yeah. But it goes back further than that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
I
saying.
think he's like 75 now and he's still skateboarding.
Well, I mean, there's a few of them. Like, I mean, Dean I know, innit? From like...
Yeah.
There's a few of them that were down there. I know Dion was one of them because I used to talk to him.
Yeah.
But obviously I must have seen Dean down there at some point. And then there was another bloke down there. He had the long hair, bandana.
Right.
Like the Thrasher skateboard, like the proper old school gear, like Converse's on, everything.
Yeah.
So.
It's weird because I see people now on skateboards and they're all like in their middle age because... Like
it's died out. That's why
it's a little bit died out for the youngsters, but the oldies are still going from when they were young.
Yeah.
It's a strange one.
I mean, I've still got my bike, my BMX. I've even got a mounted bike for when
Excellent.
I do.
Yeah, my brother's still really into BMXing. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
This is my first one. It's called Cabbies. This is your life. You are my first guest.
Start calling you Parky.
Yeah. And your name is
Jay Nicola.
Welcome, Jay. And we're just going to go through your life really and get to where you are now. And I've got questions.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, far away.
Does it feel like an appearance?
There's a lot more pressure than it.
So where was you born, firstly, and where are you from?
Plaistow, I was born.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Newham General.
We know what football team you support then, don't we?
Irons. European champions. We know what we are.
This is my worst nightmare. I actually forgot all about that.
Yeah, 3-2 the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah. So you've won the European trophy and you beat Tottenham in a friendly.
Yeah. Can I
we
just,
can end here.
Can I just,
That's it. This is your life.
just to rub a little bit more salt in the wounds. That was our under-21s.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, when I text you about it, and you were saying about the performance didn't reflect the game and all that, I looked at the stats and I thought, oh, he's got a point.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you looked at your team and then you realised.
And then I looked at the team and I thought, but I thought it's clearly one of them games.
Yeah.
We took our chances, you didn't. You know what I mean?
I know.
Plus, your new manager coming in and that, it's going to take a bit of time for things to bed in. So.
I think so, yeah. Listen, I can't talk about Tottenham. I just can't.
Elite though, isn't they, Tottenham?
Yeah, we're elite. And I'm sweating. I'm sweating thinking about it. But listen, we're talking about your life as a cab driver, and you're not long out. You've been out 4 years.
3.5, yeah.
3.5 years.
Yeah, 3.5, 4.
So what did you do before you was a cab driver? What was your career? We spoke a little bit about before we started recording, but what was you doing?
Well, to be honest, I ain't really had that many jobs.
Really?
I ain't never been one to, like you get these people like they bounce through life with their 1 minute they're a dustman, then they're doing a retail job.
Yeah, a bit like what I was before I'd done it.
Yeah, I mean that was never me. I was sort of, I'd done my working career started from my work experience from school.
Okay.
So I went to a graphics place.
Yeah.
Because at the time I was like, I want to do graphics.
Yeah.
Done that. Done the 6 weeks holidays there.
Yeah.
Went to college. Got all my CAD link and 3D perspective drawing. Done all that. Passed all that with all distinction and done videography and media and all that stuff. And I was like, because I enjoyed it, I smashed it.
Yeah.
Without bigging myself up too much.
Yeah.
And then I worked there for like two and a bit years maybe, and it was just I can't do the four walls, same faces.
Yeah.
So naively, I'll get a job tomorrow. So I left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was about I don't know, 18, 19 maybe.
Yeah.
And then it was the 6 weeks holidays. All my mates were off college. And my old man, being like the hard working person that he was, you ain't staying in this house. You ain't got no job. You gonna get up and I'm gonna try.
Rightly so.
Oh no, I'll make him right.
Yeah.
But obviously, being a Greek yourself, like, he there was a lot more explicits in there.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
A lot more hand waving.
It's funny how us half Greeks, we both half a gas leak, right?
Yeah,
we all know all the swear words.
Yeah, well,
we know every single swear word.
Well, I've just come back and they call us Charlies, didn't they?
Yeah, Charlui.
Yeah. So obviously, like when we go over there, and us like Florian and all like that, the people we talk to and that. It's like, Charlie.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yes, with the Cali, yeah. And you ask them how they're doing and that, and then they just take the piss. And
of course.
Like, but no, it's good though. I love it.
Yeah. No, great. So from the graphic design to nothing, and then what did you do after that? And what inspired you to take the knowledge on? Because it's not what people seem to want to do now.
No, it's like,
when I say now, it weren't that long ago that you finished.
No. Well, obviously the pandemic sort of paused a lot of things for me. Like, I mean, I worked through it because...
When you say you worked through it, you was a cab driver in the pandemic.
Yeah, I was a cab driver. Yeah. And I sort of fell through every net that the government put out for all these handouts and everything that everyone was getting. Right,
so, but before that, what inspired you to do the knowledge? So you didn't have a job when you started?
No, I had a job.
Yeah.
The reason for it, so quickly going back, I've done the graphics thing, got bored.
Yeah.
Spent loads of time off with my mates partying and that.
Yeah.
Well, I say loads of time, about 4 weeks in the 6 weeks holidays when they didn't have college and uni and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I fell into construction. My mate's dad gave me a job.
Yeah.
And I was about 19 or so, and I had more money than I'd ever had before.
Mm-hmm. From the construction industry.
Yeah. I just got into something and it was like it was booming at that time. So I was, without going into certain amounts, we're talking like thousands. And I was like, oh my God.
What, per week? Or per month?
No, a month.
Yeah.
So I was like easily in four figures.
Yeah.
And this is maybe, 15 years ago.
Yes.
So I was in four figures a week.
Yeah.
About 19. So I was every Friday, I was down Choice buying like a Versace top or something like that.
And what clubs did you used to go to, Jack? Like dancing and stuff?
Yeah.
Like having it off?
Yeah, like dancing, drinking.
Yeah.
Everything you do when you're that age.
Yeah, I know, but what clubs did you used to go to?
Time and Envy in Romford.
Yeah, Romford. Yeah,
Time and Envy in Romford. I used to go down there, and I remember I had a right nice Nicholson like shirt.
Nice.
Like Nicholson and all.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I remember I came out of Time and Envy, and I remember I'd done a lot of money that night.
Yeah.
And I was like, I ain't even pissed.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if you remember, but when you used to go up the stairs to leave Envy, you had the big double doors, and then it walked out into the foyer.
Yeah.
And then you had double doors again into the street. Oh my God.
Did you get bounced out of them?
No, I didn't get bounced out of them. I fell out of them.
Yeah, of course.
Because as I was going up the club, coming to the street level, as the fresh air hit me, it was like I got hit in the face with a shovel. From 1 minute, I was like, all right. And then I was like, bang, drunk.
My business partner used to DJ there. He had a DJ night there. Yeah. That's the time I went there. But it was always half empty when I went in there. It was weird.
Nah, I used to go there when there was like proper nights.
But I think he had the graveyard. He had the Thursday night.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't the busiest. Yeah.
Bog off.
Buy one, get one free. Yeah.
But yeah, it's but no, I went there a few times. I went there when like the Artful Dodger was there.
Wow.
Robbie Craig, like New Year's Eve, like they was throwing around all the
UK Garage.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm a garage baby, but
yeah.
I like all sorts of music.
It's quite unique music though, isn't it? Like you think about it.
Even now, when I hear a garage track now, like
it's weird to call it old school, but it is old school now because it's like 90s. And that's flown by for me, you know.
Well, it's like when I hear a garage track now, I'm a bit like what a banger.
Yeah.
Like there was like one a few years back, AJ Tracy.
Oh yeah, I know the one. Yeah,
I think it was Elaborate Grove. It was called.
Yeah.
But it just had that garage vibe.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as it come on, it was like.
But you can't reproduce. You'll never be reproducing that unless they start bringing it back out properly again. And I can't see it happening.
No, I think the garage era is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. It's just like you go backwards.
I think
History now is the one. If you want to listen to that, tune into History. But yeah, mate, that's interesting. So going forward, then, who was it? A person that inspired you, or was it the actual job itself? Because obviously, everyone knows it's a qualification. You have to spend.
It's probably
you've got to look 3 years, haven't you?
Yeah. It's probably both. Like,
right.
I left the construction thing.
Yeah.
Went to a window fabricator place near mine. It was closer and all like that, and I just thought, I just want an easier life.
Yeah, of course.
And I got hit in the head with a metal bar.
Well, that was your time. It was like, right.
Well,
I've been hit in the head. I'm going to be a cab driver.
Well, no, you could argue that. You could say it was like a wake up call because, and I'm not joking when I say this.
Yeah.
I got hit in the head so hard, I got concussed for a month, and I got a detached retina.
Wow.
So, like, obviously I was having conversations with people, completely forgetting what I was saying. Like, I was saying to my missus, like, I need to post this letter.
Yes.
I'd put the letter down, and then I'd go and walk out, and she'd say to me, "You going to post the letter?" I'd be like, "What letter?"
Yeah.
Like, my memory would just
wow
disappeared. So it was from that point then I sort of thought, I need to do something where I'm only for me. Like, I'm accountable for me and me only.
Yes.
So, and then obviously my family are cab drivers.
Oh, right. What, your dad? No.
My brother.
Your brother?
My dad. My uncle.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's a...
Massive influence.
Yeah.
Massive influence.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Christmas dinner. Yeah. Cab drivers all moaning.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Well, actually, no, to be fair, they weren't moaning, but they used to just talk like cab chat, innit? So you couldn't really avoid it.
Yeah, of course.
But, yeah, it was just...
And did your dad encourage you to do the knowledge?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, my dad wasn't a doom and gloomer.
Because you see a lot, don't you, on Twitter and...
Oh,
I mean, we see,
don't
like,
talk about Twitter.
I'm never going to encourage my kids to do it. You know, this, that and the other. There's always reasons why you wouldn't do it, because obviously they're not enjoying the job.
Yeah, of course.
But if they're enjoying the job and they're getting everything they want out of it, they're going to encourage their children to do it. Why not?
I love this job.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I often tell people as well, especially in the back of the cab, with the so many different people we have, I often say to them, this ain't a job, it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
Like, this ain't a job to me.
No.
I don't think like,
you fit it in around your life, don't you?
Yeah, I think like, I've got to go to work and all that. I mean, like, even this morning, I've got up, I've done a bit more my Greek talking and things like that to just keep on top of it.
Yeah.
I've been down the gym. I've been in like sauna and steam.
Yeah.
And then I've like sort of gone off and had me lunch and everything else.
And you're on the TV, your daily TV appearance.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. It is a lifestyle.
Yeah, it is a lifestyle. Yeah, it is a lifestyle.
No, it is. And if you want it to be, I mean, it depends. Obviously, everyone's got different. We always say that as well, don't we? Everyone's got different circumstances. Like some people, they feel like they've got to chase some money. So then you've really got to graft, and then that's all your life is at some time.
Yeah.
You know, I get that. I get people are like, oh, it's all right for you. You've got other things going on. Well, of course.
But you only make it happen for yourself.
You only make it happen for yourself. And, you know, if you're paying off a debt or you're looking to purchase something big, you can graft your nuts off. Or
like
you
the
can
supposed £100,000 taxi.
Yeah. The £100,000. It's funny because I was reading something on social media earlier about that, and someone was coming, because there's a group of people that they say this, right? So and someone answered the question and said, well, no, the taxi's 64 grand if you've got 64 grand. If you haven't got 64 grand, it can be variable at any point in time. So it depends on when you're buying it. If you bought it 5 years ago, then it would have been an 80 grand taxi because the interest rate is 6.9. Yeah, if you're buying it now, it's 10.4. Yeah. So that's a major uplift because of the times we're in. Yeah. You know, but yeah, I mean, there's loads of things, isn't there? Like that.
I mean, when it comes to Twitter, like especially Carrie Twitter, I've even thought about deleting Twitter.
Yeah,
because I just like, I mean, now I just get to the point where if I see someone who constantly moans, I'll just delete them.
Yeah, of course.
And I just think I don't want to seal that. Like, I mean, if you don't like your job, or your lifestyle, get a new one.
Well, of course.
And like we were just saying to the boys out there, especially the one who's just done his rec and he's all buzzing.
Yes.
Like, my personal opinion is, don't listen to them old boys who say the game's dead. There's no money in it no more. 'Cause if the game was dead, they wouldn't be in the cab saying it to you.
Well, no, but a lot of them will say to you as well, I can't do anything else now. I'm so used to this job. That's the thing they'll come back with.
Anyone can do anything. That's just that them with a negative mindset.
Yeah, of course.
That's
It's
all
all
that
about
is.
mindset.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like,
And you've got to have that mindset to get through this process.
I mean, I'll show you a picture now. I mean, I'm not, like I said to you earlier, I go to the gym and all that now.
Yeah.
And like my life has changed very much from when.
Because of this job.
Yeah, because of this job. Like there was times when I was a bit like, getting like massively overweight, like with the scoring and people are eating, like bringing up pizzas to the school. And
Well, yeah, because they're getting their wreck. I mean, it's not the most,
of course,
it's not the best idea. We should
No,
all
no,
got,
but of course,
we
but-
should have all got
but look at that picture.
quinoa salads.
Me and the
really.
old G man.
Wow. Yeah, you different there, Jay. Can you show that to the camera?
This one here.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Funny enough, that's my next question.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Who was your favourite examiner?
Swire.
Oh, really?
Without
Bless him.
that.
Bless him. God
Without
rest
that,
his
yeah,
soul.
God rest his soul. Like
Yeah.
he was the best one I had.
And why?
Well, I think there's several reasons why.
Yeah.
Because one, he catered an appearance to you.
Bespoke appearance, wasn't it?
Yeah, he always catered
Yeah.
an appearance to you, and
And that shows knowledge.
that he does show
That
knowledge.
shows serious knowledge, by the way.
But he knew my dad.
Yes.
Obviously, like my brother, my dad, and my uncle. My uncle used to teach down at KPM as well.
Right.
So when I started the knowledge, I had a bit of a helping hand as to what way to go,
Yeah.
like how to do things. I
Yeah.
didn't have to find out like most people. Like I've been doing something wrong for months. I knew how to do it properly from the start.
Yeah.
But Mr. Swire knew my old man, and I knew he knew my old man, and he knew I knew. So
So you had a bit of a connection,
yeah,
which
but
is
it's
really
like-
nice.
Yeah, because
actually. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not like insider dealing or anything like that.
It was nothing like that.
It was just
the first appearance. He literally said to me where he wanted to go, where from. Like he literally went, "Come in, boy." And I don't know if that was because he's sort of familiar with it all.
yeah.
And obviously he had my brother in appearances and all that as well.
Yeah. Was your brother out before you?
Yeah. My brother's been out about nine years maybe.
Right,
now,
right,
something
right.
like that. But yeah, come in, boy. So I sat down. Well, actually, I didn't even get to sit down. He asked me a question before I even got my arse in the seat.
I had that on the appearance, not with him, but yeah.
But yeah, and then I gave him my lines, scored a C on my first one with him, and then I think I got him on 28.
I never got him.
No, I got him again
got
on
him.
28, and
Sad.
then that's when probably the best appearance I had on the knowledge happened.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was. He would ask me like straight away. He was like, "Nicola, Greek, is it?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes, sir." And there was a
Greek Street?
no. He asked me. What was that? On Rosebery Avenue. Remember that old restaurant?
Yes.
It had all like the Greek
The columns.
pillars, the columns, and all that.
Colosso?
Colosso, something along them lines. Yeah,
Colosso? Something like that.
just off.
Yeah,
Rosebery
in the market.
Avenue.
In the market.
Yeah, Xmas Market,
Yeah,
all
Xmas
that.
Market, yeah. Right
So
at the start.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's asked me that, and I've gone, "Yeah, cool, sir," because I knew it was coming.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like all like the embassies and all that.
Yeah. Practice them, yeah.
And then he's gonna, "Oh yeah, where you? So you Greek?" And I went, "Nah, son, we Greek Cypriot, my family." Oh, well, Athens a do then. Take me to the Athenaeum Club, and it was like basically a straight blue book.
Athenaeum or Athenium?
Athenium, sorry.
Thank you.
That's it,
That's
yeah.
better. Yeah.
Apologies.
If you're learning Greek, you should at least be able to pronounce it the English way.
Yeah, well, I don't speak English properly either. But my missus says that.
Yeah.
Potato,
Yeah,
water,
yeah.
butter,
Yeah.
all that. She gets,
I know.
but
Got the same.
But yeah, no. He gave me that, and then he come to, you know when they go around the schools.
Yes.
He come up to school and he said, "Oh, I remember you. You was in a so and so top, and you was in the corner, and you asked this question.
His memory is amazing,
unreal.
Yeah,
And
yeah. So many people have said like that.
Yeah, and there was a bloke up there called Andrew, and he said you was standing next to Andrew and this person, that person, and Julie, and all that. I was thinking like, Jesus Christ, like
that's unbelievable.
He's asked me St Andrews Road, or I think Andrews Road, sorry. So in my mind, I'm thinking like Olsden or somewhere like that, because you think furthest away from home, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It weren't. It was up near Mare Street, all around there. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, Nicola, yeah, all right." And my old man's name was Michael.
Yes.
So he said to me, "Oh, St Michael Street," and then he's looked at me. He sort of give me a little
Where
wink.
is? I don't know where that is. I can't picture that.
Praed Street. You know Sale Street and all that?
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Remember that little cut through to get to
Oh,
it?
yes.
There.
Used to use that to get the station.
That's it.
Yes.
So, like, he said that, and I've gone, like, I've just proper drawn a blank.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, and then I had my watch on at the time, and I had a Tissot. I was wearing a Tissot.
He was wearing a what?
A
tea towel?
A Tissot.
Tissot?
A Tissot.
What's that?
It's a watch.
Oh, yes, of course. Can't afford them watches, mate.
Here's us talking about English. But, yes, and he's like, oh, where's that made then?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's a Swiss-made watch and everything else like that.
Yeah.
He's gone, all right then, Swiss Embassy. Because obviously it was near St Michael's.
Yeah.
So that's basically what he wanted anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So I've done the run. And then he, somewhere like Acre Lane, give me like, what's that thing? There's some, on the south side of Acre Lane, there's like some Josephine Centre or something like that. And he gave me that, and he wanted Cold Harbour Lane.
Yes.
And it's Blue Book again.
Right.
It was just up through like Commercial Way and all, like through the tunnel and all that.
Yeah.
And I've called it, and when I was calling that run, he was ringing his phone.
Yeah.
He was throwing paper in the air, jangling his keys on the desk, and I swear to God, he was swinging round in his chair.
Yeah.
Like 360s.
And if you put that into your mind as a role play, what are you thinking? You're thinking kids in the back of the cab.
Yeah.
People making a noise.
I mean, at the time, I didn't think nothing of it.
No.
Because I was like I was one of them.
That is an old school examiner, though.
Yeah.
Because now there would be no one up there that I can think of that's going to tailor make an appearance for you.
No.
And ask you questions about your life and yourself, and then go with that into the map. That ain't gonna happen again. I can't see that happen again unless they change examiners.
Yeah, no, I think,
and that was a nice thing, and I think a lot of people enjoyed it, and a lot of people that were good at the knowledge saw it as a good challenge.
Yeah,
I was always ready for that guy because I was learning all my Greek points.
I was never ready for him.
I learned all my Greek points. I learned all the points that associated to where I lived at the time.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm going to get him this week. I never got him.
He was just
weird, isn't it?
He was just a different animal.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even like when you'd say to him, like, where do you live? And you say to him where you live, and he's like, do you know this estate?
Yeah, that's what I did. I did all that.
Yeah.
I did all
and
that.
And then he starts telling you about history about where you live. And you're like...
And it's a good appearance.
Yeah.
You come out there and you've actually learned something from the appearance.
But at the same
you
time,
wouldn't learn nothing out of an appearance with anyone else. Not really.
No.
Do you know what I mean? No disrespect to other examiners, because
they all
got their
they all
strengths
teach
and weaknesses.
Things. Yeah, they all teach you things. But he was just a whole new game. I often say to people as well, if Google don't know the answer, it would ask Mr. Swire. He was just...
that's so true.
He was just an animal.
Yeah, he was an encyclopedia, wasn't he?
I remember one of my call-over partners, Terry. He was working, like he was a grabber, like a tipper.
Yes.
And he was working at, like Tell said, it was like the arse end of this road. Nothing down there, like middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And he said to him, oh yeah, like, that's on that road, isn't it? He's like, yes, sir. He's like, is the church still there with this sign and that, blah, blah, blah. And Tell was like, how the fuck does he know that?
That's amazing.
You know what I mean? Like, he was unreal. But I mean... Yeah. He was such a good examiner. Like, even when the appearance finished, he said to me, like he looked at my scorecard and he said, keep doing what you're doing. Don't let anything distract you. Like, he always had a good word to say. He never really...
Positivity.
Yeah, he never really stood there and shot you down.
No.
or nothing like that. So I mean,
you don't, and,
one of a kind.
And now you
for
don't really
sure.
get you don't really. Like, I'm on quite a few of the knowledge groups because of the school, and you don't really get people talking about the examiners anymore. They're just more like talking about the map and ways to get to places.
Whether you can stop in front of a railing on zigzags, and you think, use a bit of common sense. Like you ain't got.
Well, yes, that's another thing we were talking about today. But yeah, all right, let's get on to more cab stuff. Right,
let's go.
What's been your best cab ride? I.e., when I say the best cab ride, yeah. So your best drive, your not your best customer, but what does anything stick in your mind so much where you've had a job, your best job, basically?
Holland.
You went to Holland.
Holland, yeah. Veghel.
What?
Veghel. It was.
How did you get that? And this is news to me because usually
did I not tell you?
No. Oh, I didn't know about this.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Because I went to Manchester. Like, everyone in the world knows about my Manchester, right?
Oh, right, yeah, no.
This is nothing now, right? You went to Holland.
Holland, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
go on, talk about that then.
So, again.
Not off the street, surely.
Well, in a sense, you could say so, yeah. My uncle, he was up JP Morgan.
Right.
And someone came up to him on the rank.
Yeah.
And said, do you want to take me Holland?
No
way. He said, like, I can't, but I think I know someone that can. And then my uncle rang me, and then he said, do you want to do it? I've got the bloke here now. I'll give him your number and all that. And I said, yeah, all right, then. You give him my number.
He had to go straight away?
No, we went, I think that was on a Thursday or a Friday, and we went on the Monday morning.
So, to cut a long story short, he said, I don't want to go now. I want to go on Monday.
Yeah, well, because we had to book the Eurostar.
Yes.
Or no, Lish Shuttle or whatever they call it.
Yeah, Euro Tunnel.
That's it, yeah. So we had to do that because we had to put the weight of the cab and the height and everything else.
Yeah.
And obviously I had to give him my passport details and all that stuff to make sure it was me driving and all that.
Mad.
And we literally went, and this is where it gets even more mad.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't want to get on a plane or a train because of COVID.
Oh, okay. It was one of them. Right.
Yeah. And he was like, I ain't doing it. He got in the cab, and he even blocked up, the little money hole?
Yeah.
He even blocked that up.
Right. I'm assuming he paid by card then.
No. Well,
Reddy's.
Well, yeah, he paid by card.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he basically said, yeah, right, let's
And
go.
what was this on the meter?
Yeah.
What? So you didn't even give him a fixed price?
No.
You didn't times it by 4.5?
I suppose you could argue I did give him a fixed price, but I basically done the meter there.
Yes.
And I was a bit like, well, I've got to come back, so I might as well just bring him back.
Right. So you waited for him?
Yeah, he was in the meeting.
It was a meeting?
Yeah, a meeting, yeah.
So you didn't even just take him there, it was a wait and return?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I picked him up at 20 past 7 at Water Street, Canary Wharf.
Right.
And I took him, I actually dropped him off about 12, half 12 that night.
So you left at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Dropped him at 12:30 midnight.
Yeah.
And what, did you stay in your cab?
No, I've done it all in one day.
Oh, you got back by 12 midnight?
Yeah.
To London.
7 in the morning.
Sorry, so you left at 7 in the morning. You got to the destination at what time?
Oh, I don't know, in the afternoon.
Yeah. And you waited for him. How long was his meeting?
25 minutes.
What?
Yeah, I swear to God.
This is nuts. So you was there for 25 minutes. All that travel.
I was there 25 minutes.
Yeah.
We pulled up into this sort of industrial site thing with all these massive corporation buildings.
Yeah.
And we drove past a petrol garage. So I said to him, you go have your meeting, take your time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get some diesel.
Yeah.
Because I've done half a tank.
Yeah.
So I thought, just in case, I'll go get another half a diesel.
Yes.
So I've gone and filled up. I've come back, gone into the building, asked for a toilet.
Yeah.
Come out, literally halfway through my sandwich, he's knocking at the window. And I was like, you not had your meeting yet? He was like, no, let's go.
What? And then back to London. He lives in London, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, he lives in London, yeah.
Was he Dutch?
Romanian.
Right. Okay.
Romanian, like, he sort of, I can't remember what he'd done there.
Makes you wonder.
He had a big
Makes you
duffel
wonder.
bag with him.
So, right, okay, let's go back a little bit here. So you've picked up a Romanian from JP Morgan, with a duffel bag. You've gone to Holland.
There was this proper funny
You've gone
smell
to
on the way back.
Amsterdam. Right, no, look, I mean, that's unreal. I mean, everyone's going to want to know how much this went. Right.
On the meter, there and back, it went 2,237 and 60 pence.
Wow, that's mind-blowing. And did he pay you that in Reddies?
Nah.
You've done a deal with him?
Yeah, I done him a deal because I thought if I say to him it's all on the meter, it's definitely going to be a nub.
Yeah, of course it is.
So I done it. Are we talking money?
Yeah, let's talking money.
Oh, I done it for 1,500 quid.
I knew you was going to say that. I just knew you was going to say that. It's exactly what I would have said as well. 1,500.
I done it for that.
Yeah.
And he paid for the shuttle.
Yeah.
He paid for my little rapid COVID test thing I needed.
Yes.
Because France weren't letting people in the country without
right.
COVID test within, I think it was 72 hours. At the time.
Yeah. Was it 2 days' work though, Jay? Basically, day and a half.
No, well, it was like 7. Well, it depends.
No, because you went at 7 in the morning and you got home at midnight. So
yeah,
but
you
next day
you could argue it was a long day.
Did you go to work the next day?
No, just earned 1,500 quid.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But I mean, so you could say it's 2 days. You got a 750 a day.
You could argue that. Yeah.
Brilliant money, But these jobs are. I mean, I think most
game's dead though.
Yeah, I think most people have got a story, but that's a big one. That's one of the biggest that I've ever heard. Apart from, I don't know if you've seen that video going around where that guy got 10 grand.
Taxi.
Yeah, I saw it the other day.
I've seen it, but I ain't watched it. Because where I've
it's really good. It's really worth to watch.
From Cyprus and that, I sort of thought I'll watch that on the plane. And on the plane and you realise it's on YouTube.
Yeah, So I do stuff like that.
Yeah, that went right out the window.
Yeah. That's mate. Honestly, that is the best one I've ever seen. Was he good to talk to and stuff, or did he just not talk?
Oh yeah, he was pucker.
Yeah,
Brilliant. He was pucker. I mean, in all fairness, it was all right driving there because most of it was on the motorway. So obviously we come through Calais, went through France, went through Belgium, went through Holland, got to this place. He had his meeting for 25 minutes, and then we come back. The only time I really had trouble, and I remember come up off the roundabout. Off the motorway onto a roundabout, and I've gone to go left because I'm just on the motorway.
Of course, yeah.
Straight lines.
Oh yeah, of course. So I forgot that you was on the wrong side of the road.
I've gone to go left, and I've seen the car coming towards me, and I thought,
hang on a minute, I'm a London cabbie. That's my road. This is my road.
Yeah. I thought to myself, what's this dickhead doing?
Yeah.
and then I've sort of because I'm edging out.
Yeah.
And then I've seen another one coming, and then it's twigged, and I've been like, oh fuck.
Yeah. That'll get bleeped.
Sorry,
it might not. It might not. Yeah.
But then I thought
Yeah.
I've got to be on the other side of the road. So from that point on, I sort of followed the traffic.
Yeah, of course.
But luckily enough for me, I'd probably say from the motorway.
And of course, Cyprus is the same as us, and you're used to driving in Cyprus. So
exactly,
yeah.
But this place was maybe only about 1 mile, 2 miles off the motorway, so I didn't really have to do a lot of in-town.
Yeah.
So that done me a right favour, to be honest.
Amazing.
I would have been banging trouble, I think.
That is amazing. So I was going to say, the other question was your most lucrative ride. We can skip that because that was just
Jimmy Paige.
Oh, so you got one that's more lucrative?
Jimmy Paige.
Who's Jimmy Paige?
The lead guitarist of Led Zeppelin.
Of course. Was Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, mate. What a tune. What a band.
And yeah, of course. And how was that your most lucrative ride then? Above this one?
I don't know. Like I said, I listen to all types of music.
Yeah.
And as much as I like garage, I'm a definite rocker.
You're a rocker.
Yeah. Obviously
interesting.
With the BMXing and all the rest.
Yeah. That's interesting. Because that's a polar opposite, really.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I listen when I say I listen to all types of music. I mean I really do listen to all types.
That's good.
I can listen to. I mean, if I show you my Spotify now, you'll think how random it is.
Yeah.
I think I done it the other day, and it was a bit of Mozart on there, a bit of Pavarotti. Then there was Limp Bizkit.
I love the way you said Mozart. You call it Mozart. That's amazing.
Well, we said about struggling. Yeah. But there's all these types of things. But yeah, rock garage and hip hop are probably, I'd say, my main.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Jimmy Paige, like, unreal.
What, did he flag you?
Yeah, it flagged me down on Queen Street, Mayfair.
Lovely. Going where?
Back to his gaff, Holland Park,
Right.
Melbury Road, next to Robbie Williams.
So that wasn't your most lucrative ride. Your most lucrative ride was the one we were talking about. But this was, so you've just seen into my phone questions somehow, because I was going to say what your best passenger was, and it doesn't have to be famous, but obviously he was your best passenger, Jimmy Paige.
He's probably my most famous one.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about,
see, I wouldn't recognise him because that ain't my type of music. Although I do like Zeppelin, it ain't really my type of music.
It was funny because I didn't recognise him at first.
Right.
I just thought some bloke and his mates waving me down.
Yes.
I want to go home. And it's only when he got out of the cab and he come to the window and I see the profile of him, because funny enough, about 2 days before, I was watching their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
And you had people like...
so you'd seen him somewhere just before. That makes sense now.
So, and then I was a bit like... I was watching it because there was all like these... Like people, like Kid Rock was performing.
Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz.
Right.
Like, all like these rock icons.
Wicked.
Were like paying homage to to Led Zeppelin. And as soon as I see the profile, I was like, I stopped and went, I know you.
Yeah.
And he very, very humbly, I don't know, maybe you don't.
Yeah. They always say that, don't they?
No, he said, maybe you don't. He said, I think you might be a bit too young. And I went, no, I know you. I just can't figure out where.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been his granddaughter or something like that. And she went, we get this all the time. Is Jimmy Page Led Zeppelin? So basically, like, you could tell this has happened a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And then, in all fairness, we probably spoke more with him outside the cab.
Yes. That's nice.
Like, and I got a selfie with him and shook his hand, and I said to him how much I appreciate his music.
That's great,
what changes like he made. I mean, I know he knows.
Yeah.
But to hear it from someone of a completely different generation, I think
that's quality.
I think that's probably why he made a bit more time for me when we spoke. So it was good,
and it means he cares, because if he was one of these celebs that were like, about himself, then he would have just walked on by. But the fact that you took time and your age and stuff like that means he cares about the music going forward.
Well, he even said,
do you know what I mean?
He even said, like, coming from someone your age, it means a lot for me to know what I did.
Yes.
Still resonates with people.
Yes.
And I sort of thought, I don't want to blow too much. But at the same time, I thought, you're Jimmy Page. You're Led Zeppelin. You don't know. Like, you can't really grasp what you've done.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool. So you answered some of my questions without me even asking them. You're a natural, mate, to be fair.
Taxi driver, aren't we? We just
we know everything.
We know everything, and we talk for England.
So you've got your most lucrative day. We've got your most lucrative ride. You've got your favourite ride. What about your best day? So that covers your best day in the cab as well, money wise.
Yeah, I'd probably say.
So discounting that day, which is a massive bit of luck you had with the Holland thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What's been your best day's take-ins where you've done more than one job, right? So you've done 10 jobs or 30 jobs,
I think,
and you've gone home and you've gone, wow, what a day. This has been amazing.
I can't remember if
it was probably recent, I would say.
No, it wasn't recent, no.
No?
It was probably about maybe a year and a bit ago, I think.
Okay, was that the day you broomed me?
There he was. Yeah. No, I was picking Scott up. That's what I was doing. And Scott, I don't know if you're listening, but Paul did say to me, fuck Scott. Oh, sorry. Yeah. He said, forget Scott.
Yeah.
Take me instead. But Scott lives in Hornchurch near me.
Yeah, of course. Well, it makes sense.
But,
it weren't that day.
No, it weren't that day, no. If it
I wasn't going to mention it, but it just came into my head. I'm still thinking about it every day.
If it was you, if I was taking you on, it would have probably definitely been my best day. But, I reckon my best day's probably been, I can't remember if it's like 880 or 920.
Wow.
Something like that. But I am very much, when I do decide to go out and put a proper graft in, I do go out and do it.
Do you have a target, or do you just go for it? Like,
no,
you just have hours. You just go for hours.
No, recently I've been doing hours.
That is some total though. I mean, I do hear these
But
totals.
don't get me wrong. I was very lucky that day.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go out at 7 a.m. and come home at like 4 a.m.
Yes.
Like I was very lucky. Like I had a job to the Isle of Sheppey.
Wow.
That was like 200 quid on its own.
Yeah.
And that was, you know what? That might be even one of my favourite rides.
Okay.
Thinking about it. One bloke pissed out. Oh.
Yeah. It's all right.
Out of his head.
Yeah.
And then the other bloke looking after him. Come to 100 quid. Here, mate, here's £110. He'll pay the other half when you take him home. I'm like, yeah, all right. Where does he live? Because he's passed out in the back. And I said, what's his girlfriend's name? Or his wife, or whoever it was. And she was like, got to his gaff. And pulled up. And his missus looking out the kitchen window. I've sort of waved her. And I've said, like, oh, are you Emma? Or whatever her name was. She went, yeah. I said, I've got Paul in the back. Let's say his name was Paul.
Yeah.
So he's got Paul in the back. She went, no, you ain't. I can't see him. and I went, oh no, trust me, he's in there. obviously being a veto.
Yeah.
It was like stars in their eyes.
Yeah.
The door's gone. He's appeared in the lights.
Yeah.
He's mangled up all over the floor.
We've all got some good drunk stories from drunk rides, mate.
And then she's gone absolutely potty.
Yeah.
Taking his wallet out. How much does he owe? And it's on like 200 quid. I said, look, 100 quid. I said, Tony's paid the other 100. All right, no worries. He thought he was in bed. He's going, get off me, I'm trying to sleep.
In the back of your cab?
Yeah, he thought he was in bed. She's going, get up, you're in a cab.
And you can see why people do drive off from drunks. Because they can cause a lot of mayhem in your taxi, especially if it's a long ride like that.
Yeah. Well, I had it last night. I had a girl puke in the cab last night.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I could smell something when you walked in.
It's just that veto smell, isn't it?
And this is the thing. So we don't favour TXCs. Jay drives a Vito. You know,
he's already tried sending me a
on the
TXC on the way in. So don't listen to him. Talking cobblers.
That's pretty cool. So this is more of a serious question, and I think this is important, right? Who do you think the next generation of cab drivers are going to be? Like, where do you think they're going to come from? That's a serious question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good question and all.
A bit of a laugh to like,
you know what? I don't know. No, I can't answer it because often or not, like you often hear like cases like myself, family members, or
and this
family,
is what it used to be. We spoke about this on the
like
podcast before.
Yeah.
That was what it used to be like. But where are we going to get it from now if people are not encouraging their children to do it?
I think I believe that my generation.
And how old are you, Jay?
I'm 35 now.
Yeah.
I've just turned 35.
Yeah.
But I believe my generation are a lot more positive than the older boys.
Yes.
Because obviously, as time goes on, positivity.
Yeah, because you've been doing the same thing for a long time. You know, you've got to get it. That is fair.
But I've often said to people when they say, "Oh, what's it like in the cab?" And I'll say to them, "Best thing I've ever done."
Yeah.
Like, and I say to everyone, like, I've never ever once diminished the cab trade in a sentence.
Yeah.
Because I just think you it's such a good thing to do. Like, I know people, like you're saying, like they've been doing it for so long, they don't know what else they can do. They're just bored and But to me, I just think it's why.
I mean,
why would you talk down upon your job?
Yes.
Upon yourself.
Yes.
And lead people down the garden path of where is potentially like no end.
Yeah.
I just think even in life, you shouldn't be like that.
No.
In general, you should always try and have. I mean, you can't go around like smelling the flowers and all the rest of it. You know what I mean? All your life, but
fluffy bunnies last forever.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't.
Yeah, no, they don't.
No.
But at the same time, you got to sort of try and be a bit upbeat because otherwise, it's pointless.
I know.
And
you're right.
I do think my generation will probably encourage friends and family and that maybe a bit more because not only that, we've got to think for ourselves that without the next lot coming through, we might not be able to get past. In a sense, you know what I mean?
Well, my worry is, and a lot of people hate me for saying this, but my worry is if we keep getting smaller and we don't get more drivers out replacing the cabs that are coming off, that we start losing taxi ranks. You see it out in suburbs already. Like, for instance,
where is it? Is it Harlow? Is it no Ubers here or something?
That's Harlow,
like that?
that's Harlow. But like out your way, you're in Hortchurch, right?
Oh yeah, I'm round the corner from it. Yeah,
I've seen some of them taxi ranks being taken over by private hire, and that's only going to start. That will get more prevalent as we get smaller and smaller. They'll get bigger and bigger, and the idea would be to try and attack their numbers. But listen, that gets political. I'm not here for that. But what I'm saying is,
I don't do politics.
No, that's the best way. That's the best way. But I think the people that do politics, they really do care about the game, you know, and that's the thing, that you have to have that. Otherwise, we're going to struggle. But yeah, I just think that, you know, we losing numbers is a little bit heartbreaking, to be honest. And I wonder where the next cab driver is going to come from, and that is a worry.
I think it'd be like how a lot of people are now. Like, they're sort of friends and family and
second chance careers, isn't it?
Yeah, and often or not, you'll get a lot of the private hire boys jumping across because they're.
I really hope so, because that is what I think.
Like, I often drive down like Euston Road.
Yeah,
and obviously we've got the mercy of the bus lane.
Yes,
and I just think, like, why would you want to drive in this? Like, why?
If you're going to do a driving job, at least try and get some. And this is the thing.
At least move.
And this is the thing. Like, I always say to the guys out there that are doing the knowledge, if you are going to do this job and have this as a career, do not go out there and expect all the roads to be open for you all the time. They're going to shut roads.
No, of course.
However, we should always have the bus lanes. Every bus lane, we should always have them bus lanes. They should be our routes.
Yeah, cool.
End of story. But closing little roads is always going to happen. So if that bothers you, don't do the knowledge. Don't be a cab driver, because you're always going to lose. The LTNs are going to be more and more. They're going to make more. They're going to close bigger roads. But we need them bus lanes. We need bus access.
I personally think they're shutting things off and everything because they're trying to privatise the roads in London, and they don't want private cars.
Agreed.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
and
and that's good for us.
Yeah, I mean,
that's actually good for us.
It's good for us, but I think at the same time, it will definitely make applying and doing the knowledge harder. But then at the same time, what affects us also affects private hire.
Because
people got to remember that.
If you're going for the private hire now, you've got to look at it and think, right, am I going to jump into that big pond with all them tiny little fish and fighting for these little jobs, or am I going to jump in, do a bit of study for how many years or whatever it is, and have all the bus lanes and a meter to work on and taxi ranks to work on? That's your choice.
And not have someone take 25% of my money.
Of course, you've got that opportunity. All right, yeah, we've got the apps, which we're not going to talk about, but we've got the apps, and we can work off apps, but we can also work off the ranks.
Street, yeah.
And if we lose them ranks because we keep going, don't do the knowledge to everyone, then we are in big trouble. We're shooting our colleagues and ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I just think you just got to get on with it.
Yeah.
Let time come through. And everyone's got to remember as well, Sadiq Khan won't be here forever.
No.
I mean, obviously, he's like anti-cab.
Yeah, he is.
No.
Well, yeah.
You can't say he's pro-cab.
No, he's not.
So, if he was pro-cab,
yeah,
we'd be driving up and down Bishopsgate.
We would.
People wondering about getting a ticket.
Yes.
Or driving up Tottenham.
No, I completely agree. I completely agree.
But he won't be here forever, and it only takes. I mean, let's use Susan Hall, for example. She's the Tory bird that's going to be running for mayor. Isn't she?
Yeah.
She's very pro-cab.
She is, yeah.
So she might get in, and then all of a sudden, all these little tiny roads and these big arterial roads that have all been shut off to us, all of a sudden they might have got unlocked again.
But it's not completely her decision.
No, of course not. Of course not. But what I'm saying
I do believe that she'll. I mean, I've seen her actually say on Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, whether that means it's going to happen or not, but I've actually seen her say she'll open Bishopsgate.
Yeah, well,
there's no way on earth that we should not have Bishop. That's just unbelievable.
Oh, no.
I can't get my head. I can never get my head around that. Anyway, listen. The most important question of all, and this trumps everything I've asked you, what is your favourite biscuit?
Oh, biscuit.
Yeah, favourite biscuits.
What a dilemma.
I know. This is the most important thing.
Oh, it depends what you're there for.
No, it don't.
Yeah, of course
If
it
I
does. Of course it does.
I'm trying to keep a straight face.
Of course it does. If you're just popping round for a cup of tea, then I mean, like, custard cream's a good goer, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then if you're going to enjoy yourself,
What, and indulge?
yeah, like you've got to get like a Foxy's triple dunk chocolate, or something like that.
Fair.
I mean, like a big dirty cookie with massive chocolate bits, and half of it's covered in chocolate, like a digestive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, look, you're thinking about
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's all about the occasion.
Custard
I'm
cream.
a professional biscuit eater. You see that photo?
So you
Obviously, I
you
don't do it
walk
no
about
more,
biscuit. You go to like normal biscuit, custard cream. But if you're going on a big one, like a bender, a biscuit bender,
Yeah,
it's
get
the
an
Foxy's.
eye on calories. Yeah,
Yeah, the Foxy's triple dunk. What?
I don't know what they're called, but I think they're just like Foxy's triple chocolates or.
And if I know Dean well, he'll have pictures of these. He will have them up on the screen. Yeah, it will be part of the edit.
Let me. I'll see if I can find it now quickly for you. And as soon as you see it, you'd go, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
It's like Foxy's triple chocolate cookies. Oh yeah, look at them bad boys. The brown.
Oh yeah, lovely. Yeah. You can't walking around the supermarket. You can't walk past them.
Exactly.
And or if you're ordering off one of them delivery things.
They come out the cupboard when you're on your own.
Yeah. In front of the box.
Yeah.
Netflix.
On
that's
your
it.
own. No kids, no missus. Just
Lovely.
having a moment.
Bit of a porno biscuit.
Yeah. Just you and them.
Yeah.
You and them, all 7 of them.
Yeah, lovely. Listen, it's been great. Thanks a lot, Jay.
Thanks for inviting me.
I don't know whether you're old enough to remember this is your life. Are you?
Parkinson.
Was Parkinson?
Yeah,
No, it wasn't. It was Michael Aspel.
Got no idea.
And then at the end.
Yeah, the Red Book.
Yeah, Red Book. Well,
I thought it was Michael Parkinson.
Red Book, you're right, 100%. He might have done it as well, but I think it was Michael Aspel. Everyone used to get them two mixed up, but it's Michael Aspel. And there was someone else who did it as well, but I can't remember. But yeah, they had a red book, but we have a blue book, obviously.
Oh, yeah, well.
So there you go. Jay, this is your life.
Oh, thanks very
Blue
much.
book. Right, now, don't open it yet, okay? So 2 things with this.
Oh.
2 conditions, right? First condition is you have to donate it to someone that you might think would be interested in the knowledge, and you used to let us know who it is and maybe give a picture of it if you do end up, but just have it in the cab, and just if you see or you get to know someone or whatever you might have in your mind, give it to them, donate it. And the other thing is, can you call a run out of it? Can you remember any runs? If it's Manor House to Gibson Square, that's acceptable, but it'd be amazing if you could think of a different one to call out on the spot.
I think I'm trying to think of even some of the runs A to B. I think like Paige's Walk to what was that, the Mousetrap, wasn't it?
There you go.
But that's changed now.
It doesn't matter if it's changed. You call it if you feel like you can call it.
Oh mate,
call it. If you don't, you don't have to. Just give me anything.
So what was it coming out of? Out of Paige's Walk, Willow Street was on the way in, wasn't it? So Paige's Walk all the way out, left onto Grange Road, forward into, is it Bermondsey Street? Can't go up there now, can you? So gonna have to go left onto Long Lane, right onto Great Dover Street.
Go on.
Yeah, and then forward into Borough High Street, up through London Bridge.
Go on.
Oh no, where we going? Mousetrap.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, not London Bridge. You do the little left to go onto Southwark Street.
Go on.
Right onto, is it Frowell Street?
Go
or
on.
something like that?
Yep.
Right onto Southwark Bridge Road, forward Southwark Bridge, left onto Lower Thames there, I think. Forward up the Thames, right Puddle Dock. Left on Queen Victoria Street, right New Bridge Street.
Yeah.
Left into, Comply Ludgate Circus. Left Fleet Street, forward into the Strand.
Yep.
Now it'd be Bear right Aldwych.
Yes.
Right onto the Kingsway.
Yes.
Left into, what would you do? left into Kemble Street, right Wild Street, left Longacre, right, was that Wellington Bow Street?
Good.
And then all through Sheldon, come down up St Martin's Lane, out on Cranbourne. And then you'd have to go round, because you can't go up through Mercer now, can you?
You've earned this.
Still great, sort of.
Well done, Jay. Excellent.